Hello everyone. Greetings from abroad. I bring you peace. But I know the message I have got for you today, most of you lot might not find it peaceful. Why am I saying this? Burna Boy is trending on all social media platforms, especially Twitter. Why is he trending? Apparently, he was granted an interview with the Apple Music, and according to Burna Boy, Afrobeat has no substance. Substance. No be substance where we do smoke. Substance, as in no lyrically, intellectual, it's like just vibe. People are just vibing. About 90% are just vibe. Let's go and watch the video before we proceed.
Not even experience, because half of them, if 90% of them have almost no real life experiences that they can understand, which is why you hear most of Nigerian music, or I'll say African music, I don't even know what to say, Afrobeats, as people call it. It's mostly about nothing. Literally nothing. There's no substance to it. Like nobody's talking about anything. It's just a great time. It's an amazing time. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, life is not an amazing time. Do you know what I mean? No matter how nice you want of a time you're having now, or you had at some point, or you plan to have, you're still going to face life.
Yeah.
And
if I'm lying.
Exactly. So it's like, for me, I feel like music should be that. Music should be the essence of the artist. You understand? The artist is a person. Like me speaking for myself, the artist is a person who has good days, bad days, great days, and worse days. You know what I mean? And for me, if I give you something like this with my face on it and my name, then I should be giving you that experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That should be a window for you to see some of, that essence.
So this got to the Nigerians. They were like, oh, Burna Boy, you climbed this Afrobeat ladder, and now you are at where you are. You have won Grammys, you have won awards because of this ladder. But now you want to cut this ladder down so that the upcoming ones who are going to climb the ladder will not have any ladder to climb. Yes, so people are bashing him as I'm talking to you right now, and it is not pleasant to the eye. But also, as you already know, Burna Boy gets fans, and his fan base, they are at his back. They are saying that for better for worse, a woman and come on, death or life, we are going to support Burna Boy. Now let me read this article for you. There's this Afrobeat superstar mogul called Joel Akan, the only Nigerian who gets Ghanaian name like that. He said, reference to what Burna Boy said. According to Joel Akan, reference Burna Boy and Nigerian music lack of substance. Whenever Burna Boy has to sell a new album to a foreign, westernized market, he finds a diversive narrative to bestow his exceptionalism in a market that does not know his backstory or lack proper context to process his bullshit. B-U-L-L shit. Bullshit. He cannibalizes his people for strangers who are yet to fully commit to him. Previous campaigns saw him wearing activism as a cloak and standing in line for oppressed Africans to provide himself the marketing angle to push out African giants and twice as tall. So whenever you want to push African, Afrobeat songs or something like that, you tend to, be at the back of, Afrobeat or Africans. But when it's time for you to sell your music to the Westerners, you try to, the English is not coming. Defame or, belittle African music, belittle Afrobeat. This guy is cooking. And following the blessings of Last Laughs, he is aiming for a trifecta by going all in with his messianic messaging. Nigerian music has no substance, he says, before positioning himself and his output as the most substantial creative expression from Nigeria. He's trying to say that, my G, you can't count yourself out of this, because if you are saying that Nigerians music have no substance, then you are also part of it. These are not my own words. Says Kwadu Sheridan. Nigerian music has no substance. We are a party nation, finding expression and rhythm and emotion upliftment via happy music. That is why the drumming continues to be most recurring instrument in all our pop music. For him, Nigerian music embraces escapism and realism. While Burna is right that it is a good time, he also fails to understand that the good feeling is a consequences of a natural need for emotional upliftment. Has he paid any attention to our lyrics? We dance to Omale, so bad, so take my pains away. Do we really understand the music? We dance to Omale, a record about deteriorating mental health and the cultural toxic reliance on women to perform unpaid emotional labor. We already know that we call Omale like depressor. He always singing about depression songs. Yeah, so I think this is the point that he's making. So Omale is using his life experience, so okay, this could be like Omale is part of the 10% that Burna Boy was talking about. Anyways, Shirley Poppy might uses Amapiano to get you off your seat, but self-actualism via Survivor is a central theme in his expression. Odumodu Black oscillates between love. The list goes on. You know what I'm talking about? The list goes on. So after saying this, a lot of people came to the comment sections, which I'm going to read for you. So this man came to comment on Joel's account post. He said, but Burna Boy didn't say Nigerian music lacks substance. He said Afrobeat. Nigerian music isn't just Afrobeat. It's only one genre which historically and technically seem to lack substance if composed to R&B and hip hop. Compared and not composed. Compared. But I think this guy didn't watch the video because Burna Boy said Afrobeat, African music in general. You know what I'm talking about. He said Afro music, African music. Bro, go and watch the video. And this one, Onoji said, you are just finding any way to justify the rubbish Burna said. Afrobeat is literally Nigerian music. In the post, did you see him mention Osadibe or Frank Edwards? When he said he only mentioned Afrobeat, those other genre aren't carried anymore. That's this, bro. You guys didn't watch the video anyway. You guys should go and watch the video before. And this one said, after riding the waves of Afrobeat and sampling those before him to propel his name and solidify his craft, Burna Boy has decided to literally belittle Afrobeat as a genre and all it stands for, to pander to a foreign audience. Disappointing to be honest. This one is from Zack of All Trades. After climbing up, bend the ladder and be the only one at the top, Burna Boy is just surprised that despite bending the ladder, people like Ashake, Rema and Co are sitting right at the top without Burna Boy. You know what I'm talking about. As you already know, Ashake came to sold out Arena O2 just like that, like this, boom, sold out. Yes, point of view, I didn't compare anyone to Burna. However, he and his fans should understand that they cannot shine alone. Yes, Burna Boy goofed. His fan base cheering him up are also disappointing to see. Afrobeat didn't start with Burna Boy and it won't end with him. It is a voice that has been speaking to Africans via music since ages past and we have been listening. Yeah, but Cody Sheldon did a video about this, one of the greatest YouTuber in Ghana, and someone made a comment in the description, and then I read it and I was like, what is this guy trying to talk about? Is he trying to back Burna Boy or he is trying to make a point? You have to judge it by yourself. This is what the guy said. Jah knows I'm really on the same page with this dude. But on this one, Burna Boy is absolutely spot on. Afrobeat is actually nothing sonically, and generically speaking, the genre does not have an identity. It is an amalgam of borrowed sounds from everywhere and anywhere that doesn't retain a form. Most genres have their roots in fusion, but along the line, they maintain the fused form and sustain it for decades, if not forever. First, Afrobeat fused jazz and traditional African sounds and incorporated intermittent high-pitched vocals from female backup singers, different from how Bob Marley used to the I3s. Fela maintained his form till he died. If you hadn't listened to a Fela song before, during his usually long jazz solo section before vocals drop, you can tell this is an Afrobeat song, cause the sound had an identity and a signature. This is lacking in Nigeria's so-called Afrobeat, where producers just cook up whatever rings in their head after smoking some cheap kush from Okitipupa. Please pardon me. Lyrics or language don't define a genre. Sound composition does. Bhangra, India has a char rhythm with a time signature of 4/4. Reggae, Jamaica has a rumble background bass guitar with a sharp burst from lead guitar. Drums drop in a unique one-drop pattern with vocals emphasis on the second and fourth bar of the time signature of 4/4. Hey, this guy knows musical. The way I'm even pronouncing it, I'm even tired. Let's go on. Country, Texas has country music. Texas has the banjo, harmonica, and resonator guitar. Continue. Soukous is characterized by intricate guitar improvisations. It is different from the makossa from Cameroon, which is more rootsy and a bit similar to the highlight from Ghana. Afrobeat, jaga jaga jaga, faceless, anywhere belly face. Know your sound. So apparently this is the news that I have got for you. Burna Boy is actually saying that because he doesn't do Afrobeat, because his own is Afrofusion, Afrobeat has no substance. Almost 90% has no substance. The rest, they just come, the vibe. Okay, as soon as they hear ka 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 ka, then they will be just vibing. I met a city popo, fine lady bobo. The face is so nice, so I like. We are always talking about girls. We are always talking about women. There is no substance, Before we say that a woman is beautiful, so we are always saying that a woman is beautiful. The name has always been R6. Leave whatever you think in the comment section. Do you agree with Burna Boy that 10%, only 10% has substance? The 90% has no substance. They lack lyrically intelligence. It's just bogus. They are just vibing. What do you think? Leave whatever you think in the comment section. The name has always been R6, and peace. I'm signing out.